Sports Stars Magazine here with Mission Hill's sophomore star and all-tournament selection, Bay Cordova. She wowed us with her scoring prowess in the first two games, but in order for Mission Hills to be third place in a really gritty, really character-defining game against Beckman, they needed her defense, they needed her rebounding. They literally needed every ounce of what everybody could contribute to survive that game. Bay, I'm just so impressed that, you know, even when the offense might not have been flowing for you and the girls like it had in the previous games, and I said the same thing to your amazing teammate Lindsay Rogers, you found ways to make impacts in other areas. How proud are you of the fact that it's like, hey, you know, we can play games in the 50s and 60s and 70s, but if we have to win a game at the defensive end, we can do that too.
Yeah, I think for me and Rogers ourselves, like, I'm so proud of us, and we did so good on both sides of the field, and I think like we just need to keep grinding and continuing our growth, and like our pressure and everything on the defensive side was so good this weekend, and yeah.
I said to Lindsay, and certainly, you know, the coaching staff knows as well, like, comparison is the thief of joy. But that was a team that scored 60 points against La Jolla Country Day.
Yeah.
You just held them to 27. You know, again, like, that game and this game will be irrelevant if you end up meeting Country Day in the Open Division playoffs. But I mean, just the fact that we know that, like I said, this group can get up and down and shoot the three as well as any team in California. But the fact that if you have to hold a team, you know, of that caliber, that's a good three-point shooting team all the same to 27 points. Like, does that give you optimism and, you know, and enthusiasm, saying like, you know, hey, if it becomes a possession-oriented game, you know, in the second half of the season and in the playoffs, we can do that too?
Yeah, I think we set standards for Mission Hills, like to hold our team accountable and to hold that team to 20 points the whole game, and for us to just keep them like there and us to score. Like, it was just really good overall for our team.
Absolutely. Yeah, you held them completely scoreless in the third quarter. Like, do you ladies sense, like, when that's going on, like, you know, I mean, because you unfortunately had to endure the other end of it against Sidwell Friends in the second quarter. Like, could you sense that, like, that you ladies were really impacting them at the offensive end, and, like, you know, forcing them into, you know, into turnovers and kind of getting them, you know, frustrated, you know, in the third quarter?
Yeah, once we see like someone else like fall on their team, like, and their energy starts to dip, we bring that up, and our energy just goes crazy on the bench and on the court.
Most definitely. You have done so many amazing things in youth basketball and already contributing to this Mission Hills team. You know, but you know, when we look at the all tournament list at the end of this tournament, especially with the ladies that are playing in this Etowanda Sidwell Friends game, and then we see Bay Cordova there, like as a sophomore, you know, I mean, obviously the most important thing, and you know, I know you always feel this way, is that the team is successful. But like, how meaningful is that for you? How significant is it for you that we're going to look at the list of all the all tournament athletes, you know, and there's going to be, you know, some high school All-Americans on that list, you know, from the Sidwell Friends and Etowanda game, and you're right there with them. How much does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. Like, overall, I'm just blessed that I'm out here and I can play to my best abilities, and, you know, I'm still working and grinding, so it's all just a process.
Awesome. Well, I hope the group really feeds off of this. I know better offensive days are going to be ahead for you and the group, but obviously if you can hold a team like Beckman, like I said, that scored 60 against La Jolla Country Day to 27, that's a great sign for January and February for not only Bay Cordova, but the entire Mission Hills Girls basketball team. Bay, have a healthy new year. Congratulations.
Thank you.